Welcome to Mackenzie Creations. In this video, we're going to focus on this puzzle piece die that I purchased about a few weeks ago from Diamond Press. And I figured I would use this because it's Autism Awareness Month. And so I wanted to focus using this die. My son is autistic, so I thought this would be a great project to work on. And then as a secondary die, I wanted to use the Beth Kingston Stampin' dies. And this is the second die set she came out with under her brand. And so I was going to use the male figure in this die set. So we'll go over this in a little bit. So let's get started. Okay, so I have my Diamond Press puzzle piece out, and I purchased these from the Diamond Press website a few weeks ago, and this is the 4-piece. They have different sizes if you wanted to check their site out. And then I was thinking once I cut these out, I'm gonna color the paper using these Arteza brush pens. And so for the Autism puzzle colors, they use red, yellow, blue. And so I'm going to just get these brushes out. And then I'm going to also use, for the paper, I'm going to use a water-based paper. So I'm going to get everything together and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back and I have selected my Arteza brush pens that I'm going to work with. I have a blue, and then I have a, there's 2 shades of blue in the Autism puzzle. So this is, hopefully will be a lighter shade of blue is what I'm aiming for. And I picked out a second color just in case. So we'll try both of these 2 blues out and decide which of the lighter colors we'll use. So there we have the blues, and then I have red and then yellow. So we'll put those here. I do also have a water brush pen just to help me push the colors out if I want. So I just got that prepared just in case. And so what I'm going to do is take the die. And so it's always sharp side down. And let me just make sure I have it on the right side of this paper. Okay, yeah. So your die is sharp side down. And I'm just going to tape it down so it won't move when I put it through the machine. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm just going to put it in the folder here. And I probably should cut this down. So I'll do that really quick. Okay. And then I'll just do this edge. Okay. Alrighty. Ooh, that's right at the edge. So hopefully that'll be okay. So let's just run this through the machine. Okay. And here's our little pieces that come out. Oh, you know what? This last piece, I probably should have angled it when I went through the machine. We'll just take this and cut it. Okay. And then that should be good enough. Okay. Okay, that's good. So we have all of our pieces. Let me just get cleaned up for a moment. Now, I was thinking to just take these puzzle pieces and we're going to do some brush painting or brush coloring. So I'm going to kind of move this mat over a little bit. Just because like right beneath this mat, I have a glass mat, and that's what I'm gonna use. Let's see here. And I'm gonna get a paper towel. Now I have this black mat on top because my glass board, for some reason, it gives off a bad glare to my phone camera. So using a black mat helps a little bit. So but yeah, this glass mat is great. You should get one if you don't have it, because it cleans right up from any mess you make. So yeah, we're just gonna start with the colors, and maybe I should have, you know what, let me start off with a darker color. So we'll start off with the red, and I'm just gonna start coloring this in. And then I also have my water brush, and let's see if we can get this going with the water. We'll just squeeze it. Yep, see how? And just start moving this color around. And then we can add some more color in here and get it more darker, you know, get it to the color you want. See how the color is just going really quicker once you get the water moving. And so I'm just gonna try to get this a little bit darker. Okay, let me put that down for a moment. I'm just trying to get rid of all the white areas. Okay, so we're done with the red. So I'm just gonna put this to the side to dry. And then let's start with our dark blue, because we know we're gonna use this color. So we'll do the blue next. So just get some ink down, and then I'm just gonna clean this water brush a little bit, get some of this red off of here. And I know it's like you're making a mess, but it'll clean up real easy. So get a little markers down, and then just add a little water, and it'll start pushing the ink or paint or whatever you, I guess the ink, this is not paint, but it'll start moving it around. And then that way we'll get the brush back, and it'll just start pushing the colors really quick. And you can, you know, make it as light or as dark as you want. Oh no, I got a little red in here. So be careful of that. See, I have red on my hands, and when I went to touch this, it got on my puzzle piece here. So hopefully I can color that up with the blue, since it's a dark color. So I'm gonna really have to be careful when I go to use the yellow. All right, we're just about done with that. And this is like really quick and easy. I've never really used these Autism brushes. They have tutorials on how you use these. I don't know if I'm doing it right or not, but you know, hey, it's working. So I'm gonna put this to the side to dry. And then next we're gonna, let's see, where's my top at? It must be this one right here. No, this is not the right top. Okay, see, I got them mixed up. Okay, so I have to decide which one of these secondary blues we're gonna use. So let's just test it out. Okay, so that's this one. And then this is more of a darker blue. You know what? Is this purple? That looks like a blue, but this looks like a true blue. Let me see if the color's on here. See, we learn as we go along. Oh no, this is a royal blue, so we're good. That's a royal blue, so we're gonna stick with that. And then I think I'm gonna go with this lighter blue. So yeah, that's this color right here. It's this one. We're gonna use this one. So I'm just gonna fold this in half, and then just get a little glue down, and then I'm gonna use my water brush just to start moving this around. Okay, and you know what, let me get a little bit more water on all of the puzzle pieces. Okay, there we go. And now that I'm thinking about it, I should have just proceeded with using the yellow first, because now my water brush has all these dark colors on it. So I think I'm gonna have to put the video on pause and, you know, wash my hands to get all this dark colors off that's on my hand, and then also clean the brush because I only have one water brush. I did get my water brushes off of Spellbinders, but you can get these from any craft store. Okay, so we're almost done with this blue. Let's see. I'm going to take this water brush and just go over this again. You can lighten your areas up if you go back over with the water. So I'm just going to go back over quickly. Just to get this a little lighter. So yeah, I have a lot to learn with these markers. When I first tried to start coloring with these, I was a little bit intimidated because, you know, the colors will brush out of the areas. So, like if you're going to paint inside of a picture or something, that would be a little bit more difficult for me. So yeah, just play around with it. And they have a lot of tutorials out on, you know, coloring with these brush pens. Okay, just a little bit more water. I'm just trying to lighten some of this paint here. There we go. And see, you know, I had a lot of water, you know, a lot of saturation on this, but it lightened up a lot. So, yeah, I wanted that to lighten up. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry. And then what I'm going to do is do the same thing for the yellow. I'm going to clean up my water pen, and I'm going to go ahead and color the yellow in. So I'll be back and all the pieces will be colored. Okay, so just to get back to these markers, I didn't even realize it, but with this set of Arteza brush pens, they do have a little water marker in the set. So I actually have two of them. So what I'm going to do, my base card is going to be a standard A2 size card, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And so we're going to use that as the base. And then I cut out a regular layer 4 by 5 1/4. So I usually do my layer in a color or design paper, but because I use these brush pens and it would be hard to match up paper, or I don't have paper to match this. So what I was going to do is just go around with the colors I use for the puzzle pieces, and I'm just going to distress around the edges here. So I'm gonna start off with my yellow. Let me just move this out the way. I'm just gonna take my wet brush here and just kind of go over it because the markers come out easier with the water, you know, just to push it around quicker. So I'm just going to give it a distressed look on the edges here. And we're done with that. And then let me just get a paper towel. My daughter said, oh, you should have just got a bowl with some water. Now she's a painter, so I usually don't paint, but she loves to paint and get messy with stuff. So I'm just gonna water up this side. And then I'm gonna do this lighter shade of blue. So, and I'm getting on the paper, you know, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, I got a little bit on the paper in the edges, so maybe I'll just do that with the yellow. I don't know why I keep putting the wrong top on here. Let me just put this top over here. That's for the water pen. And let me get my yellow bag. And I'm just going to press a little water on here. And just kind of mirror the same thing I did over here. Just, you know, just be as creative if you like. Creative as you like. Sometimes my words come out wrong. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have the yellow. And then let's do the red. On this side. So we're going to do the red. And see, we're making our own little layer design here. Okay. And now we'll do the last color, which is the darker blue. So just get some regular water here. And then we're going to take the blue brush. This is the royal blue. And I'm just going to get it brushed on this paper. And then I think that'll be good. I'm hoping the puzzle pieces will fill up the rest of the paper. So we can always touch it up. We can always touch it up later if we need to. You know, if we need to fill in some more color. So what I'm going to do is let this layer dry. And then and just give this puzzle pieces a little bit more time to dry, and I'll be back and we'll start putting the card together and then working with the Beth Kingston dies. Where's my top? So I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and I'm just going to take my base card and we're going to fold it over here, and then I'm just going to get this I'm going to get this layer glued down. So as everyone probably knows, I like to use a wet glue to get my layers down, just because it gives me a chance to manipulate the paper. So Trying to think, do I want the yellow or the blue to go at the top? Yeah, I think I want the blue to go at the top. So we'll do it this way. And then I did use a water-based paper. So the edges are not really flat here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to let this really set up. And I'll probably have to sit something heavy on after the video. Let's see, but for purposes now, we'll just continue with the video. So let me just, okay, now I done got too much glue on here. Yeah. You know, I probably should have set something on top first, just to, you know, get the pieces really to lay flat. But when you're doing a video, you don't really have that much time. So these edges are kind of sticking up a little bit. So I'm just going to try to get a little bit more glue on here. Just hold it down for a few moments, just so the glue can set. And I'm going to do the same to this side. I normally don't try to put the glue to the very edge because then the glue starts to ooze out. But in this case, since the edges are kind of curling up, I just wanted to get a little extra glue. I think I'll do the same to this side. Yeah, I'm just going to put a little glue in the corner here. It's already set in the middle. So just put a little glue there. And I'm just going to hold it down for a second. Okay, I think we're good. And it's the same with these puzzle pieces. You can see that the pieces are kind of curled from the water. So I'm just going to try to straighten it out a little bit with my hand. Or, you know, if you have time, you can just like sit something heavy on top. And so if you're going to be using like any type of brush pens or brush markers, or any type of water that you're going to be putting on your paper, make sure that you use like a water-based paper so it'll be strong enough to hold up. It doesn't matter which way the pieces go, they'll interlock together. So I am thinking to just glue it down right here so I can add a sentiment up here a little later on. So I'm going to get these glued down, and then I'm going to try to find a sentiment and prepare that, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my puzzle pieces glued down, and the puzzle pieces go right to the edges of this layer, so you almost really don't need a layer. But I know it looks a little messy now, but I'm gonna have a sentiment up here. So I'm just gonna put this card down to the side, and I went ahead and opened up the Beth Kingston stamping dies. And so I'll just bring this closer. I purchased this back in on Craft Day in March on HSN. So these are still available. I'll have the links in the description box. So I'm going to stamp this male and just on a piece of scrap paper that I have left over. And then I'm going to die cut him out with the dies. And then I'm just going to probably cut out a shirt and just dress him up and color them, so when I come back all the pieces will be together, and then we'll get them glued down. So I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and I went through all my sentiments and I could not find a sentiment that I wanted to use for this card. And while I'm talking about sentiments, Crafter's Companion is going to have the Today Special Value this coming Tuesday on HSN. That's April 13th. And their today's special is going to be a book of sentiments. So, yeah, check that out. I definitely am going to get that this Tuesday. So, what I did was I just like hand wrote my sentiment out and just put autism awareness on here. If you wanted to be like really precise in your, you can type this out on a computer, and then I just distressed it with some markers and the brush pens that I had. So I'm just gonna get this glued down, and then I also cut out the little boy from the Beth Kingston set, and I just used the Arteza brush pens, and I just colored him in, and then I did the little polka dots using the autism colors that I used in the color pieces. So I'm just gonna get this glued down, and then I think we'll be done. I'm not gonna give this to my son because I want to add some gemstones on here. So I just wanted to make the card just for Autism Awareness Month. And this is still kind of wet because I just wrote this out. Okay, so, and then I think I'm going to use a 3D glue to get him glued down. So we'll get a little 3D glue, and we're almost done with this video. And I'm looking forward to craft day this Tuesday coming up. Okay, so I got him on, and I'm just going to take just a few moments to get a couple gemstones on here, and I'll be back with the final card. Hi, so I am back with my final card, and I did go ahead and add a few gemstones, and I added these are actually rhinestones from the Diamond Press book. And so I use these quite often on my cards because I just love to add embellishments. So that was like a citrine yellow. And then this is more like an aqua blue. And then this is a deep blue. And then this is red. And this came out of this is the first edition of the Diamond Press gemstones that they had. They did come out with another update of these, so I don't know if it's available on HSN site or not, but they do have a second edition. I believe they have some available in the rhinestones. So yeah, I had fun making this card, and I just wanted to read just a little awareness from the Autism Society page. The Autism Awareness Ribbon. The puzzle pattern reflects the complexity of the autism spectrum. The different colors and shape represents the diversity of people and families living with the condition. The brightness of the ribbon signals hope that through increased awareness of autism and through early intervention and access to appropriate services, supports, people with autism will lead full lives, able to interact with the world on their own terms. I think it should be their own terms. So yeah, I just wanted to make this card for Autism Awareness Month this April, and I had fun making this card. The puzzle pieces dies are from Diamond Press, and then yeah, I had fun making this card. So take care and see you in the next video.